Can't you see the way my broken heart is hurting me? I got my pride and I know how to hide all the sorrow and pain. I'll do my crying in the rain. If I wait for stormy skies, you know the rain for the tears in my eyes. You never know that I still love you so. Though the heartache remains, I'll do my crying in the rain. Raindrops falling from heaven will never wash away my misery. But since we're not together, I'll pray for stormy weather to hide these tears I hope you'll never see. Someday when my crying's done, I'm gonna wear a smile and walk in the sun. I may be a fool, but till then, darling, you'll never see me complain. I'll do my crying in the rain. But since we're not together, I'll wait for stormy weather and to hide these tears I hope you'll never see. Someday when my crying's done, I'm gonna wear a smile and walk in the sun. I may be a fool, but till then, darling, you'll never see me complain. I'll do my crying in the rain. Though the heartache remains, I'll do my crying in the rain. Thank you very much.
It's been a wee while since we've been here, but we always come back to Atlanta. It's always one of our favourite places to come and play, so tonight will be no different. We sort of threw a bit of a curveball in the first song there, I guess. It's not a reference to my run this morning, but I must admit I was crying in the rain when the hailstones started. But there's actually a story behind that the song and why it sort of has arrived into the Byrne and Kelly set. It's sort of a connection that was a bit of a strange tangent that we were on, and it's a weird one to try to explain.
That's right. It was about a couple of days before we came out on tour. Myself and Ryan were talking on the phone and say, okay, how do you feel about the set list and all, you know? So we had a couple of drafts of the set list done, and it was going, it's not 100% there yet. There's just something missing, you know. So it was, how about opening up with something completely new this time? We didn't have the time to write a new song, so Ryan was coming down to me the next morning from Tyrone to Dublin, and in the meantime that night I was looking through all the records and stuff like at home, just looking for something that would really just stand out and you go, yeah, we can do a really, really nice version maybe of our own of this, you know. So lo and behold, I found a Everly Brothers album, and we've covered a few of theirs before. But Crying in the Rain was one I never thought about before. It just stood out off the page, and it's a beautiful song. And it has a it sounds very simple, but it has a very clever lyric in it. And next morning, Ryan rings me, which he always does, at 20 minutes before he reaches my house.
Yeah.
And he says, Byrne, put the kettle on.
It's priorities, you know.
That's priorities, you know. So, Byrne put the kettle on. And he says, listen, I'm after being listening to Ulster Radio. And he says, I heard a beautiful song, he says, on the radio. He says, listen, anyway, I'll see you very, very shortly. He says, put that on, I'll be down to you. So Ryan comes down, and we're sitting at the table. And he says, oh, that song that I wanted to tell you about, he says, do you remember the band Aha from the 80s? And I says, I do. And he says, well, they've done a beautiful cover of an Everly Brothers song called Crying in the Rain. And I said, you're kidding me. I thought there was a hidden camera in the house or something, you know. So I went into the studio, and I came back out with a sheet of the draft, the set list draft, and I had Crying in the Rain with a question mark in front of us. So I just put it down in front of him, and he just laughed.
Yeah.
And I just got the marker, and I scribbled out the question mark.
If ever a song was meant to be in a Byrne and Kelly set, that was the one. So he said we better play it now for sure. And so we did, and you know that's how it became our opener on this tour. And we've been loving playing it. Do you know the great thing about a new tour is that you get to visit old friends. I think with regards to old songs that we probably haven't played in a while. And the next song's exactly one of those. It's a song that we actually recorded for our very first album, Acoustically Irish, back in the day. And we revisited it for this tour and thought, yeah, we'd love to give this another, and dust it down and get it back out there again, you know. So, yeah, we hope you enjoy this one. We're visiting an old friend again.
When the mountains seem closer than before, and you wonder why. You know in your mind it does no good to hide, and the only way is living to survive. It makes you feel alive. See all the doors swing open, your eyes unfolding before your very eyes. Such a strange affair. Walking around, commit to the sound, forget all your doubts, feel the air. A beautiful affair. Comes a time when you look around and you feel the ocean rise before your eyes. And you're surprised. Make your way down to the shore and you climb aboard. Give yourself a smile, makes you feel alive. See all the doors swing open, your eyes unfolding before your very eyes. Such a strange affair. Walking around, commit to the sound. Forget all your doubts, feel the air. A beautiful affair. When the mountains seem no closer than before,
you wonder why?
No, in your mind it doesn't, no need to hide it. The only way is living to survive. Makes you feel alive. See all the doors swing open your eyes and folding before your very eyes. Such a strange affair. Walking around, come into the sound. Forget all your doubts, feel the air. A beautiful affair. Come on, let's hear it. See all the doors swing open your lives and folding before your very eyes. Such a strange affair. Walking around, come into the sound. Forget all your doubts, feel the air. Beautiful affair.
Thank you very much. Some lovely singing there. You're in fine voice tonight, Atlanta. I'd like to hear that. I go from an old friend to one of our newer friends, I guess. This song that when we talk about songs that were written for the Echoes album, I think this one probably, we had this idea early on in the writing process, and I think it probably took us the least time to write once it got started, because it almost wrote itself, this song. Just talking about our childhoods and that idea of that amazing time you had then when you had no worries and everything just seemed so simple, much more simple than it is today, when unfortunately you have to grow up and become an adult, which is not good for anyone. But back then, when you know you were free and life was free, and everyone had their own garden, their own place that whether it be acres and acres out in the countryside, or maybe a playground in the middle of the city, whatever it was, just somewhere where you were free and you could just do what you wanted, and you were 7 years old and the world was just your oyster basically. And there's a place that we always thought we'd love to transport ourselves back to anytime you get. It's a pretty special place.
It is, yeah. And I think it's a song that, with the meaning behind the song, what we wrote about, we talk about it a lot because we share stories all the time. When we were in the van, we all came from very similar backgrounds, and I was only telling the guys there last week when we were in the car about another episode of mine in where I grew up, something we were laughing about, and this song evokes the memories that keep coming up, And I was telling the guys, I remember as a child in the park I grew up, there was these, nobody had a new car, basically, in the park. We grew up in the 80s, and so we all had bangers, basically, But I remember my next door neighbour, we lived on a hill, and down the bottom of the hill was a wall, and they were up at the top and we were second from there. And their old car, they had an old Renault 4, and it was an old banger of a car, an old rusted thing. And I remember my next door neighbour, Anne-Marie, was about 4 years older than me, and she got into her car. She used to get into the car and just pretend to drive, just as a kid, For some reason that day, I decided to jump in the back of the car, and I said, where are we going, type of thing, and she's there pretending to drive. And everything was great, until I noticed my own house passing us by. And the look on my dad's face as he was walking out the front door, I'm not telling you a word of a lie, he just happened to be walking out the front door, and Anne-Marie had mistakenly let the handbrake off. And those old cars, the handbrake was here in the dashboard, and she'd let it off, and we started going down the hill, and we were heading towards that wall at the end, And I just remember looking at my dad and seeing my dad's face changing, and I was just, as I was waving to him, I'm sure when he seen Anne-Marie, when they're an 8-year-old girl, driving. So anyway, my dad managed to run out the gate, down the hill, and he got his hand in the window and managed to pull the handbrake, thank God, and he saved the day, So what could you say? It was like, thanks, Dad, And we often talk about these stories,
And I guess that's, what we're thinking about tonight, whenever you're singing along with us on this song. Transport yourself back to when you're 8 years old, not in the back of a car careering down a hill towards a wall, but you know, let's all be in our garden right here tonight.
Once upon a long time ago, I remember how we used to dream. In the garden we played. We were young and we were free to take a chance on what it was to be a child of this world. A boy or a girl. So innocent, hiding in the shadows, we were running till the day was done. Laughing as we danced between the red drops, we're the only ones. When we were young, when we were gazing in the wildflower fields, meeting faces in the clouds, far away from the crowd, not knowing that the time would slip away into a place where only we can go. Within the depths of our soul, to a place where we were hiding in the shadows, we were burning till the day was done. Laughing as we danced between the raindrops, we're the only ones. When we were young, when we were in the garden we loved, in the garden we cried, in the garden we rode till the last of the light. Yeah.
we're talking about, I guess, new songs and songs that we haven't sang before. And the next song is very much that. We've never played it before as Byrne and Kelly until this tour, but Neil and myself have quite a history going back a few years with this song, and we thought it's about time that we probably played it as Byrne and Kelly itself.
Okay, let's say something now.
Yeah. I think I'd say just the connection you got, because you did get the song a long time ago.
I certainly did, yeah. That was actually my first album.
Yeah.
It was my first album, and I think my most influential band at the time when I was growing up. I remember seeing them on TV, and then when the album was advertised, I was just blown away with them and wanted to buy this album. The album was called Brothers in Arms, and I remember saving up £1 a week and going down to Golden Discs with my mum after 7 weeks of saving. And I always remember when I got to Golden Discs, it was $7.99. So I just looked up at my mum,
Oh. Puppy dog eyes.
Puppy dog eyes.
Yeah,
I need 99 cents, mum. So she kind of gave it to me, and I was just so happy to have this beautiful, tangible record with all the words and illustrations, and it was just absolutely wonderful, And it's just amazing how things work. Like, it was very influential for both of us. And when you fast forward 20 odd years, I don't know how many, but over 20 years anyway, myself and Ryan played a very, very memorable gig together in which we played this song on, and it was in Radio City Music Hall in New York, to a full house, and it was just it was a fabulous night. It really was, And I always remember the kind of nervous excitement, looking down. I always remember Billy Connolly just sitting there, and over the far side was a famous songwriter. What's his name again?
Jimmy Webb.
Yeah,
Jimmy Webb.
There you go.
Yeah.
And so we were kind of, under close scrutiny as well. So it was a nervous excitement, wasn't it?
It was incredible, but it was one of those nights that you'll always remember in your career, I suppose, and one of those songs we'll always associate with that night. So we thought it's about time we brought it back and did it at a Byrne and Kelly gig as well. So while it's Radio City Music Hall or here in Atlanta right now, it's still the same song. We still love to play it, so we're going to do it for you right now. These mist-covered mountains are a home now for me, but my home is the lowlands. It always will be. Someday you'll return to valleys and your farms, and you'll no longer burn to be brothers in arms. Through these fields of destruction, baptisms of fire, I've witnessed your suffering as the battles race higher, and though they did hurt me so bad, in the fear and alarm, you did not desert me, my brothers in arms. many different worlds, so many different suns. We have just one world, but we live in different ones. Now the sun's gone to hell, and the moon's riding high. Let me bid you farewell. Every man has to die, but it's written in the starlight. Every line on your palm, we're fools to make war on our brothers in arms. So much, thank you. You were born on guitar. You may have noticed coming through the door, there's a DVD that we shot very recently. It's called Echoes the Story, and effectively what we wanted to do was just tell the stories of these songs we've written on the Echoes album, and sort of what inspired us to write them, you know, and have a live concert of us doing those and then us talking about them. When we flew the amazing director called Michael McGlynn from Kansas City over to Ireland, and we travelled around sort of, you know, going to the places that did inspire us by these stories, you know. And one of the songs in the album, of course, is The Ragman, which tells the story of these guys who used to travel the streets of Dublin with their horse and cart and these cobblestones and sell their wares, and people would hear them coming on the cobblestones because of the horse's hooves, obviously, you know, and the noise that would make. And so we thought we'd find if there's any cobblestone streets left in Dublin at this stage, and there is a couple. One being at St James's Gate, just outside the Guinness Brewery, which we thought would be a nice place to spend a Saturday afternoon filming.
Just a coincidence.
Just a complete coincidence, yeah. But that's what this place was, and you know, another coincidence, of course, in the whole thing was that we couldn't really have scripted it any better. Us telling Michael the story of the ragman and the horse and cart, and you know, out of nowhere, the gates opened.
That's right. The big black gates, Guinness opened, and a horse and car came out. Down the cobblestones with that very same sound we were describing about the ragman.
Yeah, it's a beautiful picture.
It was a beautiful picture. The horse looked well as well.
But anyway, that was our taste of the ragman in Dublin at that time. Of course, our song tells another tale of a man who, local girl falls for a ragman, they fall in love, and then she wakes up one morning and he's gone and he's left her. But she doesn't regret a single day with the ragman. And this is the story of our ragman. Spent his life in transit, traipsing round the liberties, Saxon on his shoulders, stick in hand, balls in both knees. Children run and meet him like a circus passing by. Mothers stand and greet him, hoping they can catch his eye. She can't tell what it was to make her want to give her heart, but she knew her future stood right there with the man with the horse and cart. Famine would disown her, she was left there on her own. Here comes, here comes, here comes man with a ragman. Say he joined the Navy at the age of 17. Nowhere on this planet that man has never been. Had his way with women from all corners of the land. Now he chose his Dublin girl by offering his hand. She gave up everything she had to follow him around, filling bags and selling rags to try and make a pound. She'd always hope for better, her future was unknown. Here comes, here comes, here comes, here comes. I thought he'd up and leave. Here comes, here comes, here comes, here comes a man with a ragman. Ragman. Now she left alone again to build a life once more. She prays his sacred dreams of her upon a distant shore. He did her wrong, but in her heart the fire it still burns, and life will never be the same until the road returns. Child that grows inside will never hold his father's hand. Left without a warning, she'll never understand. Looking back on what he did, even if she'd know, she wouldn't change one thing. Absolutely nothing. Love's blind.
Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Huh?
It's hard to follow.
It is.
But a man with a ragman. He was a ragman. She loved a ragman more. She loved a ragman. She loved that ragman more. Here comes the ragman. Here comes the ragman boy. She loved the ragman. She loved that ragman bone. She loved the ragman bone. Here comes the ragman. Here we go. She loved the ragman bone. Here comes the ragman. Here comes the ragman bone. All right.
Ragman.
I have to explain why I darted across to get Peter Shakers, because this was open and the things were flying in the air. I was wondering, I was afraid of doing damage to the front row there.
I just thought you got stage fright and you were going off.
So, yeah, we'll have to get fixed up, yeah.
It's taking its toll when you drop it on the floor, I think.
I think that's probably what it
Yeah,
is.
but it's worth it. It's
It's my own
worth
fault,
it.
it's my own fault.
Anyway, guys, you know, this film documentary, it was great in the sense as well that it took us all over the country in Ireland, the places we wrote, in order to bring the cameras down and document all of these songs and their backstories, including the next one we're going to do. This brought us to my own very backyard. And at the back of this Little old house is a little old shed. There's a little old tweed coat in that shed. And this song was written for my grandmother and my grandfather and the love they had for each other. Unfortunately, my grandfather died at the age of 40. And from what I had heard from relatives and older relatives is that they had a very, very loving relationship. And I remember my dad telling me that that coat was hanging up in that shed for nearly 70 years and never touched. Until one day, my dad went into the shed about between 3 and 4 years ago on a Saturday morning. And he used to like just going into that shed and just, I think, being close to some of his father's possessions, the father that he never knew. And that particular Saturday, he just decided to go over to the coat and touch the coat, and he opened it up to have a look on the inside, which he'd never done before. It had never been touched, and he could see on the inside pocket there was something sticking out on the very, very corner. So obviously he was intrigued to know what this was. It could bring him a little closer to his father, something he never knew, something personal that was there. So he took out the letter, and it was quite a long letter actually, and lo and behold, it was a love letter written from my grandfather to my grandmother. And he wrote this letter when he knew he was going to die, so she would find it in the coat. Unfortunately, my nanny never found the letter because she just left the coat where it was and never touched it, and never went through any pockets or anything like that. But we wanted to write, of course, this song and tip our hats to the love that they had for each other. And also with this documentary film that we've made, we wanted to be sensitive to the subject too, with bringing cameras in. And we said it to my dad and my Aunt Mary, his sister. Did they mind? And he says, listen, we love the song, we love what you have done, and we're happy for you to come up with the camera and take a shot or whatever. So on that documentary, we were very, very happy to have one of the many special moments on it, that if we filmed the actual coat, and Michael, our director, done an absolutely beautiful job of filming. So we'd like to do it for you now. This is the old tweed coat.
He had a warmth in his eyes, she had a song in her heart. The most indelible kind, right from the start. Two worlds would collide, hearts would beat like a drum. In that old tweed coat was love, only love, only love, only love. He'd come from miles and miles over mountains he ride. No journey too long, just to be by her side. Their hands entwined as they walk on the shore. In that old tweed coat was more, only love, only love.
Their lives had been one, but now they're apart. But the words in that coat next to his heart, they spoke of his love, which still remains. For that old dream contains only love, only love, Thank you. Peter Sheridan on piano.
Another places that we wrote about is a place in County Wicklow where two rivers meet, the Iron Beg and the Iron Moor, and they meet at what is known as the meeting of the waters. And it's a beautiful beautiful place that Neil had spoke to me about it and said, you know, we're just thinking of places, I guess, that sort of resonated with us from around home.
Mm-hmm.
And that was certainly something a place that you had a lot of experience with as a child.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a place that we used to go down to as kids. My parents used to go down, you know, but I suppose when you were a kid, you didn't really take in the meaning and the beauty of the place and what it is, the serenity and tranquility of it all. We used to just run around aimlessly, and it's only when you get that bit older, you love it, you know. Wherever I go, I know I'm here. I know I am now. I know I'm here. It's something that a friend of mine said to me a long, long time ago, and it's something that I personally try to practice. And it's basically just like what we're doing now, to enjoy this moment, to enjoy the present moment in life, you know. And yeah, it kind of took a metaphorical turn. It wasn't just written about a place in County Wicklow.
I think it's a place of reflection, and we sort of looked at our lives as sort of, you know, the amount of reflection we do in our lives as well, and how, I guess metaphorically, you would love, if you're standing on the water's edge looking out, if your life was represented by a river, you'd love that river to be a straight line, so you could basically stand there and see what's ahead of you and where things are going. Of course, we all know that's not the case, and
Unfortunately not.
there's a lot of twists and turns along the way, and you know, as the song says, if you've written in the song, you know, it's thank God for the calm in between. And so that this is what the Meeting of the Waters became to us. It's a song about life's reflection and how two become one in life as well. So we'd love to play for you now, Meeting of the Waters.
On what I have seen, the twist in a lifetime, with time in between. Valleys meander on a journey downstream. Poets and lovers, children and mothers will dream.
this picture from the gallery of love, leading the paths to a place where two become one. Follow the river, forever changing she'll be. Free, free as a bird, this child of the sea. Thank you. Thank you.
Jim, we always love coming back to Atlanta. We've been here many times over the years, both with Byrne and Kelly and of course with that other group we're with, the guys that wear the grey skirts. And it's always amazing to come and play that amazing, fabulous Fox Theatre here in Atlanta. We've had so many good nights over the years. You know, we thought maybe as a wee tribute we'll do a few Irish songs that you may have heard Celtic Thunder do in the past, and this is always a good excuse for you to sort of kick back, get your Irish going, and sing along with us, clap along with us, dance if you like, whatever really you want to do. But no, but we want to see dancers for sure. But it's you know, we thought it'd be a good idea because it's March time. Well, it was just we started the tour in March. It hasn't been so long since St. Patrick's Day that you know, we're going to keep the Irish going with this one. So you'll know these songs and you will sing along with us. I know you will. Or else, exactly. Yeah. Peter will come and talk to you.
He means business, that man.
Tough man.
Tell you.
On the 4th of July, 1806, we set sail from the street over Cork. We were sailing away where the cargo bricks for the Grand City Hall in New York. It was a wonderful craft, she was rigged for an aft, and oh how the wild winds roared. She stood sail last, she had 27 masts, and they called her the Irish Rover. He had sailed 7 years when the measles broke out, and the ship lost its way in the fog, and the whole of the crew was reduced down to 2, just myself and the captain's old dog. And the ship hit a rock, oh Lord, what a shock. The bulkhead, it turned right over, turned 9 times round, and the poor old dog was drowned, was the last of the Irish Rover. Down the county town one morning last July, her boarding meeting sweet Colleen, and she smiled as she passed me by. She looked so sweet from her 2 bare feet to the sheen of her brown hair. Since coaxing her up, sure I shook myself to see I was really there. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Cave, from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen in the fair collie that I met in county town. She always spoke, she would scratch me head, and I looked with a feeling rare. And he said, says I, to a passerby, who's the maid with the long brown hair? He smiled at me and he said, says he, she's the gem of Ireland's crown. And Rosie McGann from the banks of the Bank, she's a star of the county down. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Cave, from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen in the fair collie that I met in county town. From Bantry Bay up to Derry Cave, from Galway to Dublin town. No maid I've seen in the fair collie that I met in county town. The hare and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, whack for Lollyrag. In the merry month of June, me home I started, left the girls in June to Bream and broken hearted to look at father dear. Kiss me darling mother, drink a pint of me grieving tear, just followed enough to reap the corn. Me where I was born, cut the stump and thorn to ban his clothes and Dublin's bought a pair of brogues, righting all the bogs, whiting all the dogs on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The hare and turning down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, whack for Lollyrag. In Dublin next to ride, they call it such a pity to be so soon divide. The river that my city, then I took the snow, all among the money, me bungle in the snow. In the river, and there's something that's been right, and I look the air, no one look to the ground. Finally stick the one of me time, and for the road, they said the town of road was a magic book on the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hop the hare and turn her down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, whack for Lollyrag. The boys of Liverpool, when we saved the land and called myself a fool, could no longer stand it. The blood began to boil, the temper I was losing more on there as well. They began abusing around me, so says I, she lay the eye and fry. Some Galway boys went by, some of us a hobbling with a loud hooray, joining the affray. We paved the way for the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The hare and turning down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, whack for Lollyrag. The hare and turning down the rocky road and all the way to Dublin, whack for Lollyrag.
And breathe. It's not easy. We're going to do is a song, I think we always call it our lost love song. A song that we wrote that tells the story of a man who had love, and he had this girl, and he thought she was the one, but external factors got in the way, and he lost her. And he's sort of saying, come away, give me one more chance, and I'll prove to you that I was the man for you, I am the man for you. But in reality, he knows that she's gone and she's found someone else and she's happy, and she's never going to hear him saying these words. But still, he's saying them for himself, and he's saying them because he knows that she'll always be the girl in his dreams. Come away, spend another night with me, one last time, and I'll be no more. For I pray he'll love you like I know I could. Take me back like you've done before. For we had romance, but I lost my chance when I fell to the snares of this life. So come away before I have to let you go. You're my girl, be my wife. My regrets are far too long to list for you. I've been reckless, left on the floor, but for all the money and the friends that I've lost, losing you kills me more. For if I had stayed in this life I would trade for the one way you're there by my side. So come away, prove redemption can be found. Take my hand, be my bride. Come away. But I know these words will never reach your ears as I sit, drink on my own. For you're resting your head in another man's arms, and I'll spend my nights alone. But I prove each day how I pushed you away. Now you're gone, removed from my world. So come away, spend another night in my dreams, where you will always be my girl. Yes, I prove each day how I pushed you away. Now you're gone, removed from my world. Come away, spend another night in my dreams. Always be my girl. Come away. Come away. Come away. Thank you so much. We do some sort of furniture removal and stuff in between songs every now and again. We're going to do a song now, actually. It's a song that, an Irish song about a man leaving our country, leaving the town of Derry, and travelling on a ship across to New York City. And he's leaving behind his comrades and his friends, but most of all, he's pining because he's leaving behind Liza, his girl. And he's hoping to get to the other side and make enough money there to be able to go back home and marry his girl. And it's a song that you know, we've all known, but we'd sort of never really got round to playing before. I said, when we were talking about new songs for this set, I sent it down to Neil. I said, take a listen to this, Neil, see what you think. I think maybe we have potential to put something new in the set, you know. And it soon became apparent to us, after listening to it, is that it's got a melody in there. It's a beautiful melody, but the thing about it is, it lasts in your mind a long, 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 long time.
It sure sticks in your head.
It certainly does, yeah. So we apologise in advance if you're you know, on the way home tonight, you've got this melody over and over in your head, and you're waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning with the same melody in your head. But it's the beauty of music. And this is a story about Paddy's Green Shamrock Shore. greeted by a pleasant crew, bound for America.
Fresh water then we did take on 5,000 gallons or more, in case we run short into New York, far away from the Shamrock shore. So farewell, sweet lies of dear, and likewise into Derry town. And twice farewell to my comrade boys who dwell on that sainted ground.
If fortune it ever should favor me, or if I have money in store, I go back in a wed, the sweet lassie I left on Paddy's green Shamrock shore. We sailed 3 days, we were all seasick, not a man on board was free. We were all confined unto a box, but no one to pity poor me.
No father kind, no mother dear, to lift me and when it was sore, which made me think more of the lassie I left on Paddy's green Shamrock shore. Safely reached the other side of the 15 and 20 days. We were taken as passengers by a man and led round in 6 different ways.
We each of us drank a parting glass, in case we might never meet more. And we drank a health to old Ireland on Paddy's green Shamrock shore. And we drank a health to old Ireland on Paddy's green Shamrock shore.
Thank you.
So we think you're in the Irish mood now. I want to keep you feeling Irish and dancing if you like, and this is a song that we encourage you to step it out, just like Mary.
Oh yes.
Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman. In the village of Kilgore, there's a maid
8.
Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman. I have come to court your daughter, made of the golden hair. I have gold and I have silver. I have goods beyond compare. I will buy her silk and satin and a going for her hand. She shall have a mansion, she'll have servants to command. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman.
I don't want your gold and silver, I don't want your house and land. I'm going with a soldier, I have promised in my hand. Because father spoke up sharply, he said, do as I command. You'll get married here on Sunday and you'll wear that wedding band.
Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Step it out, Mary, if you can. Step it out, Mary, my fine daughter. Show your legs to the countryman. In the village of Kilgore, there's a deep stream flowing by. On a wedding day at midnight, she drowned her soldier boy. In the cottage there is music, you can hear her father say, Mary, my fine daughter, Sunday is your wedding day.
Hello, Mary. Oh, man. It was so funny on the DVD. You just see at the very end of Step It Out, Mary, the blood pressure in her faces. We live to tell the tale.
Take me away from the city, lead me to where I can be on my own. I wanted to see you, and now that I have, I just wanna be left alone. I'll always remember your kind words, and I still remember your name. But I've seen you changing and turning, and I know that things just won't be the same. Rock and roll. 46A. Scream of a low-flying jet. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Sure, you ride the finest horse I've ever seen. Standing 16, 1 or 2, eyes wild and green. You ride the horse so well, hands light to the touch. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Okay, Atlanta, it's your turn. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. Ride on, see you. I could never go with you no matter how I wanted to. I heard there was a secret chord David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? Well, it goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall and the major lift. Baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 maybe there's a God above, but all I've ever learned from love was how to shoot somebody who outdrew you. It's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not someone who has seen the light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
We're continuing on with our song about life on the road, and we want you to be, as you're very much part of our life on the road, of course, you're going to be very much part of this song as well. You're going to be our percussion department in this song, and we're pretty sure that you'll manage this, no problem. You'll get this certain clock pattern off easily, and then throughout the song, we'll just be calling on you, and you'll be giving us it perfectly back. I know Atlanta has rhythm. That's how it is. Right? Yes. One more time.
Staring at the sun, early morning, moving on. Nothing town behind, and the road is long. Living through a screen, city lights that guide you in between. Drifting to the sound of the radio. Up from California, Colorado, Memphis to Spokane. Boston, Nova Scotia, New York City to Saskatchewan. We'll move it on. Living in a dream. We're dancing nightly down in New Orleans. Sitting by the key and the violin. We're fully with the poor Christ Church, Virginia, going on. Sail out to sea on the road we go. Up from California, Colorado, Memphis to Spokane. Boston, Nova Scotia, New York City to Saskatchewan. We'll move it on. Keep it moving on, moving on now. Keep it moving on, moving on now. Keep it moving on, moving on now. Keep it moving on, moving on. Back in Baltimore, lost in that rain on a Vegas floor. Stuck out a pier, no one was near. Felt the distant sun, singing Nashville to the morning dawn. Hanging with some friends
To the bitter end.
California, Colorado, Memphis to Spokane. Oh yeah. Boston, Nova Scotia, New York City to Saskatchewan. Up from California, Colorado, Memphis to Spokane. Boston, Nova Scotia, New York City to Saskatchewan. Move it on. Keep it moving. Move it on. Keep it moving. Oh yeah.
Old friend right now. Song we haven't sang in a while. Nice to have it back. By a lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling. Michael, taken you away, for your store true value's gone, so the young might see the morn. Now a prison ship lies waiting in the bay. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely around the fields of Athenry.
My lily, prison wall, I heard a young man calling. Nothing matters, Mary, when you're free. Against the famine and the crowd, I rebelled, you ran me down. You must raise our child with dignity.
Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely around the fields of Athenry. By a lonely harbor wall, she watched the last star falling, as the prison ship sailed out against the sky.
For she lived in hope and prayer for her love and body there.
It's so lonely around the fields of Athenry. Come on, sing with us. Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely around the field of Athenry. It's so lonely around the field of Athenry. Do you know, we've always said that we wanted to write a song about our own country, you know, and I guess in writing that, I think it'd be remiss if you're talking about our the modern history of Ireland, of course, to not think about the Irish famine and the greatest tragedy that really has ever come upon our country. You know, we lost millions and millions of people, you know, due to something that could have been avoided. And, you know, millions either died of starvation on our land or had to emigrate, they had to leave to try and find life here in America, in Canada, and maybe as far as Australia as well. And when we were writing Land of a Thousand Dreams, which we sort of thought our land is represented by, it's a land of dreamers, people who, as dreamers, live on the island of Ireland, of course, and there's a lot of people who, you know, have connections to Ireland or are no longer there but dream of the land itself. And we had this idea, image in our head of our forefathers standing on the west coast of Ireland, on the cliffs, looking out onto the Atlantic there, you know, around about the 1850s, time of the famine, watching their loved ones and their family and friends board these coffin ships and leaving the land, but to never see them again, whether they made it to the other side or not, who's to know. But you know, that sort of that idea and that image was in our heads writing this whole song, and when we came around to actually filming the DVD itself and going to the Cliffs of Moher in County Clare there on the west coast of Ireland to film this amazing place where the Atlantic is there just crashing against the rocks, it really blew us away as well, you know.
I remember it was 6 o'clock in the morning when we had to leave Dublin to get down at about 8:30. I mean, that's 2.5 hours. I mean, for you guys, you'd go 2.5 hours down the road to get a pint of milk in this country, so big, you know. For us, it's a big journey in Ireland. But I remember leaving, and come 8 o'clock, we were approaching County Clare, and torrential rain. It was something like today. Torrential rain, you can hear it there now. I know. It was like that. We had the lights on in the car, and it was just, the clouds were just black. We were saying, well, how are we going to do this? How are we going to film down here? It's going to be just so rough, and we'll be blown away in this. Anyway, as we said, we'd keep going, and we drove all the way out to the coastline, to the cliffs, and just as we were approaching the cliffs, this black cloud just lifted, and the sun came out, and it was absolutely divine. It was gorgeous. And as Ryan says, the strength of the Atlantic Sea hitting the cliffs, when we were standing like 2 foot from the edge of the cliff, just looking down on it all, and it was majestic, amazing, absolutely amazing. To feel the whole force of it, you know, but it really, I don't know, it really painted the picture for us. And we were there to, you know, to film this place, but we got some really, really superb shots of myself and Ryan just looking out on the ocean, visualising that back at that time of the famine, and how hard it must have been not to know whether you were actually going to reach the other side or not on these ships, you know. And so it really captures myself and yourself in awe of the place as well. It's an absolutely stunning place. We got some great footage. But,
and really represented the song that we wrote, you know, and we'd love to sing it for you now. This is Land of a Thousand Dreams.
Walk with me through this land of a thousand dreams. Take my hand, stand where our fathers knelt and watched Atlantic swell and heave on its western shore. They pray to God for those they've lost and prayed she'd take no more. These are the shores they had to live. These are the seas that hold their dreams. Standing tall, we'll fight
you very much. Thank you.
Guys, guess what? We've come to our last song.
Creeps up so quickly, it really does.
It really does, yeah.
I know, it's ridiculous. Well, we want to say a massive thank you to all of you for coming out. As I say, Atlanta is always a very special place to us, and it's so great when you come out in such numbers to come and see us. We love Atlanta so much, we're going to go back tomorrow night and do it all again. So you're more than welcome back if you want to come back, and why not do it all again. We want to say a massive thank you, of course, to... It's not just Byrne and Kelly, obviously, on stage. We've got these two amazing musicians either side of us here. So a big thank you to Mr. Nicole Hudson! And Mr. Peter Sheridan! The old team is back. And of course, the team wouldn't be the team without the fifth member who makes it all happen, our Angie Halloran, who's there somewhere. She's at the back. But yeah, the song, I think it's probably fitting that we finish with a song that we wrote about our time over here. The fact that this is a home from home for us, and it's a place that we love to spend time in, and it's very much thankful to you that you allow us to do that, and you make it our home from home as well. So we love to sing this as a tribute to yourselves, and it's nice to be here in our home from home.
In an unfamiliar town, missing words of songs I heard but never wrote them down. Thinking of the folks at home, I promised I'd be back. Told them I know I'm gone, I'm just here for the crack. Away, our people have been leaving out for centuries before, trying to find a better life, a far foreign shore. Us, a generation forced to do the same, building dreams with bricks and beams.
Expos once again.
Don't get me wrong, I wish that I could transfer home to you. Reminisce of those I miss is often brought a tear. Friends I met along this road have made me finally see. No more astray, I'm here to stay.
Happy not to be
Away. Taking all this time to work out where I'm meant to be. The road's been long, but it's made me strong. Now I finally see, still sitting at this exile bar, with a feeling of content. How much I've grown, each year's some more. I'm happy to expect.
great. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you.
Maybe you'd like to hear one more?
As long as you promise to sing along with us, we'll do one more.
Nice.
Just a poor boy, though my story's seldom told. I had squandered my resistance for a pocket full of mumbles, such a promises. All lies and jest, still the man hears is what he wants to hear, then he disregards the rest. Left my home and my family, I was no more than a boy in the company of strangers. Fire of a railway station, running scared. I didn't know, seeking out the poorer quarters where the ragged people go, looking for the places only they would know. La la la, la 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 la, la la la, la 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 la. Asking no workman's wages, I come looking for a job, but I get no offer. Just to come on from the whores on 7th Avenue. I do declare there were times when it was so lonesome, I took some comfort there. Wishing I was gone, going home. The New York City winters are not leading me, leading me to go home. In the clearance stands a boxer and a fighter by his trade, and he carries the reminder every glove that laid him down and struck him to decline in his anger and his shame. I'm leaving, but the fire still remains. La la la, la 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 Thank you so much.